Tonight on Evening. On this ferry, anyone can take the helm.
You're the captain now, Marley.
All hands on deck for this fun ferry find.
I'm St. Brian in Seattle with the story of a local startup providing buddies to a generation of older adults who could use some good old-fashioned kindness.
Plus, an inspiring mountaineer and cancer survivor shares her story.
Well, hello there and welcome to Evening. I'm Chris Cashman. Yes, it's Take Your Trident to Work Day. You just can't hide the pride. Exciting times in Seattle and exciting times here in Woodinville. We're in the Hollywood district of Woodinville. This is the SOMM Hotel and Spa, a luxurious stay, and I could tell you about it, but I've got the general manager to do that.
Welcome to the SOMM Hotel in Woodinville. Incredible hotel in terms of the architecture of it, as well as just that unique thread of whimsy that runs through it. And that's where you find the SOMM Squatch, right? You know, that mystical creature from the Pacific Northwest. When you come to the SOMM Hotel, what you'll notice first is that we are wine-centric. And from the moment you pull up, you'll see these beautiful wine barrels out front. One of our big differentiators from any other hotel in the surrounding area is the fact that we have 2 wine blending rooms right here in this building. They'll actually leave with that bottle of wine after they've made their own custom label and they've corked it themselves. They'll take that bottle of wine up to their room with them to enjoy as a great memory of the SOMM Hotel. We offer our guests the opportunity to dine in one of our 2 restaurants. We have the Bin 47 restaurant. All that is overseen by Max Petty. It's one of the greatest chefs in the Seattle marketplace. And then on our rooftop, we have a very unique and very popular restaurant called The Shed.
Talk about the spa as well.
Sure. We do have a number of signature treatments as well that we put together.
This is not a pint-sized property.
No, it's not. You know, it's 164 guest rooms. We have 11,000 square feet of meeting space, which already has been utilized by many of the local companies that you would recognize. This is a special place, and we're thrilled about that.
Lots more to explore here at the SOMM, including that rooftop bar. The view should be stunning today, and let me know if you spot the SOMM Squatch walking around at any point in time during the show. Meanwhile, old meets new on the Washington State ferries, and kids are loving it.
Welcome aboard the Washington State Ferry Tokitae, the only vessel in the fleet where anyone is welcome to take the helm.
Yeah. All right, go for it. You're the captain now, Marley.
The ferry's engine room crew put this wheel in the passenger cabin so that imaginations can go full speed ahead.
It sits at the front of the boat so they can actually look out and see the water. And they have all kinds of gadgets that they get to play with, and they use their imagination, and for that trip they get to be driving the Tokitae.
It does noises when it does this.
I love this little helm. My daughter runs around on the ferries all of the time, and she loves playing with it.
It's upcycled from the decommissioned ferry Elwha, built in 1967.
A cool piece of history. I like the way that it's made. It feels old, it feels solid, it's got brass and stuff, and it's cool.
And it's not just for kids.
All ahead, full, Captain, aye.
It's kind of a toy for all ages.
Learn nautical terms. Check the compass. Use one of these.
Huh? Okay. Okay.
She doesn't know what it is.
Looks like a lot of fun.
So the phone that's mounted on it, it's actually one of our old, we have what are called sound-powered phones that are actually wired through the vessel, so we can call the pilot house and stuff. So that's one of our old phones also that we still currently use today.
How's it going down in the engine room?
I think it's great. I think it's great takes for where technology has been and where it is now, and I love that my daughter can play with it.
Now on the Mukilteo Clinton run, you don't just ride the ferry, you join the crew.
Prepare to enter port. Slow down to 30% power.
And they're happy to hand over this helm.
Even the crew, we even, are very proud to see the wheel, to see people go up. It's a lot of fun.
You can find that helm on the Tokitae, usually sailing between Mukilteo and Whidbey Island. We are here today in the Woodinville Wine District, but maybe you have dreams about Napa. Maybe that's on your bucket list. We have a chance for you to win a getaway. In fact, 45 chances. Here's how. All you have to do is vote in our Best of Western Washington Viewers poll. Go to king5.com/best now, or you can scan that QR code to vote and tell us who's the best. Some of my favorite categories this year: best daycare teacher, best radio personality, best local drag queen. There are 45 categories in all, and each vote enters you to win a luxurious Napa Valley wine country wellness getaway worth $7,000 from Aegis Living. So go vote now for your chance to win. Now, most older adults want to stay in the homes that they love, but finding affordable, consistent care can be challenging. But there is a new startup stepping in with a fresh new approach. Saint has that story. Hey, Saint.
Hey, it's called Budi, and they blend technology, community, and good old-fashioned kindness.
It always smells so good in this place.
It's a Monday morning at Metropolitan Market, and Mackenzie McInich is on a mission.
4 Bartlett pears.
But these groceries aren't for him. He's a buddy, part companion, part helper, working off a list provided by Mary Jane Willard.
So on the Fiji water,
Yes.
it's the 6-pack.
Okay.
And they should have it.
She's recovering from surgery.
Going through knee replacement surgery isn't easy, and it's painful. It's just darn painful. I didn't have to ask friends. I didn't have to depend on anyone, and it just made my life so much easier.
Mary Jane booked her buddy from Seattle-based startup bookabuddy.com. Mackenzie started as a volunteer and now has a management role.
Being able to provide a service like this to help folks, especially if they're a little older or if they're dealing with injuries, yeah, folks need help, especially in times like this. So being able to do this is gratifying. Hi, back with your groceries.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Noah Loudon co-founded Buddy, inspired by the struggles his own family faced taking care of his grandmother.
Caregiving as a full-time job can be a really big burden, but doing it in smaller chunks and a couple hours here and there can actually be kind of fun.
Unlike some gig economy platforms where services are provided by strangers, Buddy carefully vets every volunteer and tries to send the same buddy over every time.
So have you been watching the Mariners at all?
Over time, Mary Jane and Mackenzie have become buddies in real life.
Wish each other happy birthday, and sometimes just call even if we're off the clock just to say, hey, how are you doing, and have conversations like that. Remember I'm a Yankee.
In a world where traditional home care is often too expensive and doing it all yourself isn't sustainable, Buddy is betting that small acts of service might just be the solution families have been searching for.
Thank you, Saint. Buddy is currently serving clients in the Seattle area, but they are hoping to expand. Still to come on evening, we dive into the SOMM's culinary program with a 3-time James Beard Award semifinalist.
Camp 3, 24,000 feet.
Never let others define what you are capable of. We introduce you to a boundary-pushing climber and cancer survivor.
Evening's 33rd Annual Best of Western Washington is sponsored by Aegis Living, where we treat you like family.
And welcome back to Evening. I'm Chris Cashman. We're in Woodinville at the Hollywood District. This is the SOMM Hotel and Spa, now open. Come on, soak it up. Get away from it all. Step inside. We've got the ultimate relaxation room here in the spa. I might suggest the Espresso Escape, 80-minute treatment. Indulge, celebrate, relaxation. I'm going to check out the menu here, but let's get into some adventure. How about the mountains? We got a few of those here in Washington State, and if you really want to level up the experience, it comes down to the guides, and some of them have been at it for decades. Here's Jose.
Over the years, I have gone on many outdoor adventures. So we're getting a sneak peek of the glacier, right? Oh yeah. Yeah. Check it out, guys. To work on stories that I can share with our viewers. Experiences of a lifetime that I hope encourage others. The reality is, this couldn't be possible without my friends of Mountain Madness.
At first, there's so many different ways to do things.
The iconic guide company tour from White Center. One of the cool things about having a guide is that obviously They can take you to places where not a lot of people go. Now they're moving on to the next chapter, one led by a woman.
I'm a mountaineer. I've been climbing and spending more and more time in the mountains since I moved to Seattle in 2005. I really quickly learned that there was so much for me to gain personally in terms of learning what I was capable of. I feel like through mountaineering, I've also really learned what true teamwork is.
Lisa Thompson is an accomplished climber,
Camp 3, 24,000 feet.
an author, and a cancer survivor.
In 2015, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Fighting cancer really taught me what's important to me, what my priorities are. And I knew that I wanted to spend more time in the mountains and in wild places. I wanted to have a business that focused on the mountains so that I could get to do the things that I love every day.
So you can hold on to that rope and then come down towards me.
Mountain Madness just lets me do more of that. It's important to me to continue this legacy. It's not something that I take lightly at all. The foundational premise for me is to make the mountains more accessible and more inclusive. For people who maybe aren't seen as typical mountain adventurers, to have a voice in that space and to see other people like them achieve their goals and have experiences that I know will change their lives. This company has been a foundation in mountaineering and in mountain adventures for more than 40 years. And I just see so much potential to continue that legacy.
Making the mountains more accessible. Thank you, Jose. And congrats to Lisa Thompson for carrying on the legacy, pushing things forward. And by the way, Mountain Madness opening some spots for the winter for ice climbing, skiing, and snowboarding.
Still ahead, the seasons collide with a sweet and spooky haunted farmer's market.
I just start making it for friends and people give it the name.
Meet the real Jose behind this famous salsa.
Local stories make a difference.
That's good.
With the power to enrich lives, strengthen communities, and make us smile. Evening is made possible by Primera Blue Cross. Primera Blue Cross, always in your corner.
And welcome back to Evening. I'm Chris Cashman. We're in Woodinville, the Hollywood district today. This is the SOMM Hotel and Spa, now open. They've got their own blending room. The restaurant Bin 47 has some fabulous signature dishes, and you don't have to take my word for it. I would take the word of the chef, who just so happens to be a 3-time James Beard Award semi-finalist.
Here at the SOMM, we're creating kind of an experience at all levels. Different ways to enjoy wine, taste wine, make your own wine. We have a little tasty menu that we're going to be introducing soon. Shared plates with grand steaks and fun salads you can snack at our bar. Doing big dry-aged tomahawks. Still playing with different cuts that people don't normally do, like foie gras hidden in grapes. Just kind of, it makes you feel like a kid again while, spending a little bit of adult money. Or you can go upstairs, which is kind of like my version of if you're at the chef's dinner party, very fancy, but then everyone afterwards goes outside, they take their jacket off, and the chef's also still cooking on a barbecue outside, and you're like, oh, there's more food? That's kind of what the upstairs is, the shed. So our kind of same with wine and food, experience at all levels for all comforts. It's elegant yet, approachable was kind of our goal.
What an incredible menu. I'm going to need about 3 days and 4 friends to finish that steak. Meanwhile, there's something spooky happening in Tacoma this weekend. It's the Haunted Farmers Market, and only Saint is brave enough to share that story.
I am a very spooky person. I love Halloween, I love true crime, I love paranormal. I don't know if it's real, I just love it.
Brianna Eritim, the founder of Tacoma's Haunted Farmers Market, has created a place to indulge the darkest of desires on even the sunniest of Sunday afternoons.
There's a lot of people that love this niche, and I'm actually attracting them from Canada, Georgia, Florida.
Brianna has already recruited vendors who sell jumping spiders, taxidermied rabbits, and offer tarot card readings. This week, she's excited to welcome a new vendor from Olympia, Cremators Cutlery.
They have actual human skulls and human body parts made into cutlery.
Yes, it's all real human bones. Most are retired medical specimens that came from colleges and universities.
Is it creepy? Absolutely, but that is the point. The Haunted Farmers Market appeals to the kind of people who think Halloween is too cool to only happen once a year.
Brianna started the market on a whim and soon discovered she's not the only one enchanted by the supernatural.
There's a lot of witchy people up in this area that I've noticed being here.
I saw a couple of them just a minute ago, but then you never know who you'll run into at the haunted market. One of the busiest booths sells homemade coffins as shelves.
I just think people like odd stuff now, so it's a lot of fun to build for them.
Raul Ortiz is shaking things up at Thirst Killer Lemonade Stand, which serves more than 500 drinks a day.
People get to see everything being made fresh. We have nothing pre-made, it's all fresh lemons. We have a machine over here that smashes all the lemons, and so we do it all, it's all fresh, made to order.
By far, the longest line of the day is for flash tattoos, where 5 artists signed up to ink more than 50 tats.
I feel like spooky and tattoos just fit so well. Anything Halloween, anything that represents the Northwest.
There's only one downside to all of this bone-chilling fun: too much to buy.
I've spent a lot of my money that I've made from the market on the vendors, so it's pretty much a nonprofit. We're not a nonprofit, but all my money goes here.
There are 2 haunted farmers markets left for this month, just a block off South Tacoma Way. The next one, Sunday the 19th. Check it out if you dare. Now, have you ever had a family recipe that's so delicious you're convinced you could sell it? That happened to a man in Sequim. In fact, his salsa recipe has taken off. Here's our own Jose with that story.
Okay, so I guess the first question is there a real Jose here?
Yes.
And who's that?
Me,
What's the name of the restaurant?
Jose Famous Salsa.
I like that name, by the way. Jose is a beautiful name. Why is your salsa so famous?
I don't know, I just started making it for friends and people give it the name. You know, people go to the barbecues and everything, they see my salsa and they say, oh, it's the Famous Salsa.
So Jose opened a restaurant to sell his salsa.
It was good, yeah. A lot of people happy and excited. Just keep doing what I do.
He makes all of the picos, salsas, and sauces at his salsa bar. And he sells salsas in local stores too.
We got the mild, medium, hot, and crazy hot. Like each one have a little more spices.
He also makes all kind of tacos, tamales by hand, and other things that go perfect with salsa.
Curry chicken burrito ready?
Sir, we are in the kitchen where Jose makes magic happen. Right, Jose?
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, it's very confusing when you have 2 Jose's in one building. Here's the thing, I don't like spicy food, but I have to try Jose's famous salsa. All right, let's try the first one, see how it goes. This is not spicy, just for you. I'm already sweating. All right, the last one. So how hot is the last one compared to this one?
Just a little bit more. It's not too bad. You'll be fine.
All right, I'm gonna go in. Oh yes, it's bad. Do you have water? No. After that, Jose came up with a special salsa just for me. You literally put a sticker in the ketchup. I know that's ketchup. Jose Garcia is a man of few words. He just lets his famous salsa do the talking.
It's fresh and people like it.
Because it has tomatoes.
Yeah?
And jalapenos.
There you go.
And it has Jose on it.
Yep.
Made with love.
A lot.
A lot of love.
You can find Jose's famous salsa at his restaurant or at most stores on the Olympic Peninsula, including Safeway.
Next on Evening, we head up to the rooftop deck for mountain and valley views from Woodinville.
Now in our 40th season, Evening shares local stories that make our communities shine. Thanks to support from Pemco Insurance. Pemco empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at pemco.com. Follow King 5 Evening on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube for exclusive broadcasts, extras, and giveaways. It's your direct line to Team Evening and the best of the Pacific Northwest.
And welcome back to Evening from Woodinville Wine Country. I'm Chris Cashman, wrapping things up here at the SOMM Hotel and Spa, now open. And oh, by the way, they have an incredible rooftop deck. Great place to come take in the views. I can see Mount Rainier Woodinville wine country right here. The shed over our shoulders, a great place and a covered space, by the way, to grab a great bite to eat. Chef Max and his team have really done it right here at the SOMM Hotel and Spa. We've had a great time. Thanks for watching. My thanks to the Seattle Mariners for keeping our hopes and dreams alive. Refuse to lose and enjoy the view. We'll see you next time.